What's up, guys? Well, welcome to another episode of Perfectly Imperfect Gardening, where you get the good, the bad, and the ugly, and we deal with it. Today, I'm gonna be putting in a homemade fountain, and then I'm gonna decorate around it. So I'm gonna show you guys my process and how it turned out in the end. Ooh, it's hot. Okay, guys, this is the stuff that I got to put over here, and I'll show you guys everything as I do it. So here we go. Okay, I added these. I think they called mandavillas, something like that. It's hard for me to pronounce it. I'll write the name across the screen. But they had little runners that end up coming off them, and I'm hoping it grabs onto that and run on up. So I'm gonna put those all the way to here. This is a big stump that goes to this big tree. And you can't put no flowers here unless they small. You have to find an area that can go straight through the ground and not covered with that big stump. Not like, so that's why there's no flowers around here. I'm gonna probably put some pots, flower pots, but we'll see that as we go. Cause I'm the type that decorate as I go. I'm finna see where I'm gonna put these statues at. That's kind of trying to see where I'm gonna place this stuff at. I don't like it there. Y'all, let me see where I'm gonna place this stuff and I'll be right back. Okay guys, I decided that I'm gonna put some flower pots in between there, and right here and right there. Something like that. I'm thinking about that right now. So I found these pots here. And I'm gonna put two of these, the same flowers that I'm putting along the fence in there. So I'm gonna put these in there now. Soil that I had put in before my drought that I was telling you guys about. Let me do that right quick. Actually, I'm gonna put this one to the front. So put the other flower to the back because this one vines over. Try that and see how that looks gonna be. Okay guys, this is the flower I decided to put in with this one. It's called Blue Days Evolvulus. Y'all know how I feel about getting flowers from off the clearance rack. So I paid $2 for this instead of $4.49, I think it was. So I'm gonna put these in there and then I'm gonna sit them there. Y'all, this loves full sun, but believe it or not, this area gets full sun even though it's under this tree, because the sun comes up over here and it shines the sun right over in here. See this all full sun? So I'm gonna put this in here so it can grow out like that, and these hopefully grow up in here and over. So we're gonna see. Okay guys, this is what I have so far. Right there I put the flower. And I got the other one over there, so I got them in. Now I'm finna put my multi-planters here and here. Ideas if I don't like it, but we'll see. The Dollar Tree that stacks, and they stack up like this. This was the flowers I had in there last season. Even though we went through the drought and everything, they seem like they still wanted to go, majority of them. I had dropped this one on the way bringing it over here. But I have to get all this old stuff out and get some new stuff in. Then I could be able to stack them. That's it. This, if you guys guessed I got it from the clearance, you are so right. It's supposed to be those drop and go, where you put drop it where you want it, and then just water it, and then it go. But I'm gonna use it, drop it on here, cut it into pieces. I have done this before. I'm trying to get the name of what the plant is. Oh, right here. Lantana. L-A-N-T-A-N-I-A. L-A-N-T-I-N-I-A. Well, I'm going to put them in these three. Get 3 pieces off of it. You can pretty much tell what's rooted together and what's not. If y'all can see this. And you can see this a plant itself, and this one is a plant. And I just go right straight across that. And break it up. Because I have to break up the root anyway. Because they pretty much root bound in here. That's why they put it on clearance. My sanitized clippers. Oh. Then I just put it on the top. There I go. One. Let the pop in there. I'm just gonna loosen up the bottom still. Tell it to loosen up its feet. It's ready to start back growing. It's time for it to start back growing. I'll move this out of the way. Move JT. And I'm just gonna plop it the way I want it to go. Sit it on there. I get this stuff off of clearance because I be wanting to save it. I don't want to see it just thrown away. I see the little baggy plant is. So I'm not messing up the plant. Just the roots, which is one of the most important part of the plant, but hopefully they will recover. Ooh, this one don't want to break. It's so big. They gave me this for free. Dirt, this is pretty much like all root. This is definitely root bound. finally, jeez. As much light because these cover them. That's why I put a longer plant in here so it won't be covered by the shade of the top pot. And I get shorter plants as I go. This is the last one. Take out all the old bloom, dead head. My older flowers, I have to dead head them because not, it won't tell them to rebloom. So I take all of the old flowers out. Like if it had flowers on them previously, I take all them off. Take out all of that diamonds. And I'm keeping this plant because it looks pretty good, like it'll still, I can get some more out of it. Y'all, when I bought this house, the garden in my yard, it was what was one of the most important parts because this is what I really thought and wanted to do. My daughter, she the one tricked me into gardening. When we first started really looking for houses, she said that one of her criteria is that she wanted to start a garden with me so that we can have something else to do together because we love doing stuff together. Me and my kids. That's why we had another channel, Triple T Journey. We have another channel called Triple T Journey. We have fun, we prank each other, and our weight loss journey and all that kind of stuff is on there. So I love doing stuff with my kids. So when she came up with the bright idea to do a garden together, she seemed so sincere when she said it and stuff like that. Like, wow, how many people, mothers at that teenage age of a child coming saying they want to do something with them. So I jumped on it, y'all. I jumped on it. I said, okay, we could do that. Let's start with practice gardening. And we started out in a little container around the house. We started out with that first. And I'll show y'all pictures of that. If I could find some, I'm going to show y'all some pictures of that. We started out with little containers around the house of tomatoes and peppers and onions and stuff like that, a lot of herbs and like starter stuff. And then the first day, I tell y'all not, we got out there to do the garden. She told me, oh, it's so hot. Oh, we got bugs out here. I'm like, you knew when you're doing garden, it's going to be bugs. You don't want to eat nothing that bugs don't want to eat. It's going to be bugs. You're going to have competition. This stuff going to also be trying to eat you too as a nutrient source. That's part of gardening. But it's so hot. Of course it's going to be hot. That's the nutrients the plants need to grow. It needs the sun. We come out in the morning before the sun come out, and you come out or either at night. But if we come out too early, the bugs gonna be out. We come out too late, the bugs gonna be out then. I mean, I feel excuse. I said, you know what? I like it, which I did. I enjoyed. I found something new that I like to do. So I kept it up. I kept it up for a couple. I was growing stuff, and when I first started growing, I couldn't even keep one plant alive. That's the problem. That's probably why I always go for clearance items or items that's fixing to get destroyed, because I want to be able to save them. They alive. They're living. And I want to see them at least get their lifespan out of them, the lifespan they were supposed to have, than a premature death, you know? So that's why I try to save as many plants as I can. They might not be perfect when I get them, but they become perfect in the long run with a little tender love and care. People are very on what they see or think is perfect, which is good. When you go and try to get a tree, you do want to get the best tree that you possibly can get for the best chance of your plant growing. So if you go, you try to get the biggest tree that you can afford. But if you can't afford a huge tree, go ahead and start with a little tree. But try to make sure that tree or plant is the best tree or plant of the whole group that you get. But there's some people like me that like to save plants. Go for the plants that people don't want. Because I remember growing up, like if we get cupcakes, my mom brought us cupcakes or whatever, even though all the cupcakes tasted the same, all of it was delicious, but we all tried to go for the most perfect cupcake. If one cupcake was messed up, we fought the whole time of not getting that cupcake. Well, I don't want that one, frosting messed up. I want that one right there. That one right there more better. When they just, oh, you scared me. When they are the same thing, it just one is imperfect, but they taste the same thing, which was still a perfect cupcake. So I just want to give these plants and trees and stuff like that a chance to see if I could get them to grow. And they all doing quite fine. I lost a couple, but I saved way more. The only reason why I lost a couple is because I went through this drought when they had to cut down our water pressure. And if I would have watered every day, it would took me like 10 hours to water everything in my yard. I have so many trees and stuff in my yard. It would have took me 10 hours or so to try to water my yard off of that water pressure. And then, for some reason, it didn't even want to rain the whole time. So we didn't have no rainwater. We didn't have no faucet water. It was horrible. So now, that's the reason why I'm doing this. Because I have to get everything back right. Everything back the way that I normally have it. All this right here is chaos to me. And I told myself, if I look at that whole picture of all this work I have to do, I would go crazy and I would quit and I would just say, bump it. Bump it. I'm just not dealing with it. I just leave it where it is, just bump it. But I don't want to do that because I love my garden. I love the way it looks. I love to be in it. I love to be doing stuff. I love my hands to be in the dirt and everything. Life, these couple months been so hard. They starting up, going up till I feel like I'm gonna just explode. But I'm not gonna let that happen because I believe in God, and I know He ain't gonna give me more than what I can bear. So I'm just gonna work in little sessions until I get the whole thing done, and y'all give me the inspiration to keep going. Because without this YouTube, without y'all, I think I would have gave up a long time ago. So I'm glad y'all here and got my back with this and getting me through this situation because it's not easy. So I just want to take this quick second to say thank you guys. Thank you guys. All my Facebook friends that get the videos because they on Facebook and tap the links and stuff, thank y'all too. Thank y'all so much for going out y'all way and watching my videos. And all my new people that just so happen just clicked on my channel just now, thank you guys. And make sure y'all hit that like button and subscribe to me. That way y'all can see the journey of my garden getting back to where it was before my water drought. Because it's totally different. I'm trying to change some stuff up, as y'all can see. I'm putting in water fountains. I put in this whole section. All this right here, I was just putting it in when the water went out. So all this was, a lot of this wasn't even here. That's why it's all baby. The scrubs and stuff like that. I was just getting everything in when they cut our water pressure down. So it was very hard, very hard. I see the end of the rainbow and the light. And it's some of it is because of y'all. Because y'all got my back. Y'all watching my videos. And I'm also trying to get to 1,000 likes, guys. I want to get to 1,000 subscribers. I'm sorry. I want the likes too. But, yeah, I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. And y'all know we can't, us on YouTube can't do that without y'all support in order to grow. At least then get these put in a place where they were. I'm going to finish out the rest of these. And I'm going to put them in the place that they're supposed to go. And I'm going to put a border, a brick border around it. And I'm going to plug it in. And then I'm going to give y'all the finished look of it. Okay? So, y'all stay tuned for the finished look. Ow! Y'all, it's been like 2 days because it's been raining. And look how they blooming already. Y'all, what y'all think?